Joey, probably a sense of deja vu up here?
Yeah, no, good to be back here, good memories here, so hopefully we can continue tomorrow night.
A bit of good team news up front, Sean Boyd back in action?
Yeah, no, it's been great, obviously, and that's helped Darren with the weekend off, obviously, so that worked out nice. Obviously, we were able to get a good bit of training into Sean. He was touch and go for last week, so obviously with the no match over the weekend, we had plenty of training sessions, so yeah, ready to go.
2 halves of football left to go and a lead, but far from done.
Yeah, still all to play for me. Obviously, you've seen how tight the game was last week. Here, the difference between 2-2 and 3-1 was a penalty save, so yeah, definitely still all to play for. It's all about coming out tomorrow and getting a fast start ourselves, going and attacking the game really, and getting on the front foot.
Is it fair to say you learn a lot in these European windows?
Yeah, no, it's been great, and I think from the club point of view, from the players' point of view, from the fans' point of view, you want that to continue, you're greedy, you want it. It's been great, but you want it to continue. But here, we know it's not just about talking about it, you have to go out and perform. And as I said, been saying to the lads all week, that's all you can really focus on is your own performance. You go out and nail that, and then come at the end of it, you'll have no regrets.
I know it's a bit of a cliche, but the old saying is you learn more from a loss than a win. From winning the first leg out in Croatia to not going through in the tie, is that something that can help you this week?
I think, as you see, especially in European football, 2 games are never the same. So I think we've seen that. The result, obviously, in that sort of performance against Regan over there, and then obviously the difference would have been away, at home, and then the small margins that are in European football, really, and I suppose that quality that's at this level. And here, Linfield have that in their team as well, they're well experienced, used to winning here, have some huge European nights here under our belt, successes. So again, it's going to be a really tough game for us, but as I said to the lads, it's about us going out and performing, really attacking the game, and then at the end of it, then you'll have no regrets.
We talked about deja vu, but it's not just deja vu of the original game against Linfield. It kind of feels like the build up a bit to the Derry game. It feels winner takes all.
Yeah, no, and there is that winner takes all really, and here, as I said, we have a small advantage going into it, but that mentality is just sitting back and thinking we're okay, and I think that was a lesson learned from last week, and probably at 2-0. I felt the lads probably felt on the pitch that they were a little bit safe, the game was they were down to 10 men, now I feel a bit safe, and I think when you're safe, you're unsafe, and that was a big thing to take away from last week. As you said, within the space of 5-10 minutes, they have an opportunity of turning it into a 2-2, and it's a different game completely, So, that was the big takeaway from last week for their lads, and I think, hopefully that lesson is learned tomorrow, and we really go out and attack the game in front of us.
They had a very bright start up here the last day. They'll obviously come at you like a ton of bricks. That'll be something you and the lads are prepared for. Yeah,
no, exactly, and I think in that, obviously, it came from, I think they had a cross or a wide set play. Evan done unbelievable at the back post, to defend that, and here at the early stage, it's like anything, then the game changes with moments and with goals, and that's the name of the game really. I'm sure it's about both teams really going out and trying to go after that first goal, and I suppose that first goal then has a big say in the overall title.
The summer's probably gone by in a blur, but you must be happy with the strength and shape of your squad. Obviously the bodies you've brought in difficult circumstances. How pleased are you with where you are overall going into what is obviously a massive part of the season?
Yeah, no, and I think when the squad is really in a good place, we've had a couple of injuries obviously, but I think you've seen the strength that we have in our squad, and even there the other night really, players coming off the bench and the performance that they put in, obviously to be able to sort of still keep it going. Obviously it's hard when you're playing games in the league. We're disappointed obviously with a cup performance and getting knocked out of the cup. I think that was a real unreal poor performance over this whole sort of journey with the European stuff. But listen, it was about forgetting about that and moving on to Linfield, and I thought we'd done that well with the performance, as well as overall performance. But listen, tomorrow night is a massive game, and it's probably defines this whole last couple of months, and the lads know that. But again, as I keep saying to them, that can't be attention, that has to be a motivation to go out and really perform and enjoy it and embrace it and want more of these moments. And you want more of these moments because this is what it's all about, performing at this level, and all you can do is nail your performance.
As a player, how did you cope with these high pressure moments?
Yeah, again, it's that having that inspiration, and ultimately that inspiration that you want and who you're doing it for and stuff like that is a motivation, but it cannot turn into attention. And I think that's that fine balance of trying to get that sweet spot of that, where it's the inspiration really is a motivation and not attention. I think when it gets to it gets tense, that's when you clench the bat too tight and you just want it that little bit too much, and your game doesn't flow and your performance is affected really. That's that balance that I've been trying to get to the lads, and here they've had, I suppose, over the last few weeks of the journey of European nights, they definitely would have had that, where it's like they've understood that the game can ebb and flow in different parts. You just go out and attack the half in front of you, and that's the aim tomorrow night. There's, as you said, first half of football starting off tomorrow. It's about going out and really attacking that and getting a good performance.
One thing that could never be levelled at your players is an arrogance, because maybe even sometimes it's maybe a lack of belief that has held them back at times. Like champions of Ireland coming here, having done really well in Europe this year, it is important to embrace that pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Put that chest out, go out and show how good a player we are. As I said, I have huge belief in the squad, the players that we have. Serious squad. And it's about going out and performing. And ultimately, when you do that, so hopefully the result follows.
Thanks, Joe. Good luck.
Cheers. Thank you.